loading up the hearse, throw it in reverse. I come from the church of the Marvel Universe. Bodies getting stuffed in the bags.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Cryptcast. I'm Mike.
And I'm Brian.
And we are coming to you from inside the Comic Crypt, Needtown, New Jersey. And we're all crazy here. Whoa.
We're all mad here.
Whatever.
Well, if you're quoting Treasure Cat.
Yeah. We're going to read the quote. We're going over Arkham Asylum, A Serious House on Serious Earth by Grant Morrison, Dave McKean from 1989. And I seriously am glad it was as short as it was. Boy, oh boy. This was something.
It was a work of art.
Hey, art's subjective.
Yes,
For me, did not land. I wouldn't say at all. There's stuff in there that landed. Overall.
What did you say it was ranked best-selling graphic novel?
I think it was one of the afterwards. I think it is either I think it's the second best-selling original graphic novel DC's put out.
Yeah, next to Killing Joke.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know why.
Because in 1989, this shit was fucking crazy different.
Yeah, I could see because it is so different.
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy this story.
Okay.
Because Batman is not Batman.
Sure he is.
There's some interesting takes on the villains.
Uh-huh.
Nothing that happens makes any real sense. And this tells you something. The only two people that the only two interpretations that I appreciated, I didn't mind the Joker, and Maxie Zeus was crazy.
I like the Doctor.
Which one?
The female.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she's like, I'm a person.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to help these people, and everyone goes, good job.
And at the time, I would say that this art style was probably taken out of the popularity of Sandman.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, 100%. I appreciate McKean when he does covers.
Okay.
A whole ass book?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely not. It is just a visual mess for me.
Oh, I liked it quite a bit. I mean, it's 2026, and I probably read it for the first time in 1991. Mm-hmm. I was like 11. I didn't get a lot of it the first time I read it.
Sure.
I mean, I remember distinctly.
There's not a lot to get.
You've heard the story 1,000 times, though. Like, my mom was buying me books from the science fiction book club, so she would get me anything with Batman on it. Mm-hmm. So I had access to books like this way before I should have had access to books like this. Like Killing Joke and shit like this. Like, I had to ask my mom what a Filthy Degenerate was.
There's nothing, like, crazy. I mean, there's a lot of crazy in this book. There's nothing, like, I wouldn't say inappropriate in the book. There's just some stuff you wouldn't understand if you didn't have, like, the age. But there's not a lot to understand.
This graphic novel, this specific graphic novel, made my mom the coolest mom in the world. Because after I asked her why the Joker grabbed Batman's ass, she was like, bring that to me. And then she sat down and read it. Mm-hmm. And then the next time I went to go pick up my comics on a Friday, and she came with me, she then had a half-hour conversation about Batman with the guy who ran my comic shop.
Okay.
So the regular issues that come out monthly are, he's, oh, no, that only happens in this, okay. Like, they're like a rating system or whatever. It's like, no.
No, that doesn't exist yet.
Yeah. I got year one, Killing Joke, this, and the greatest Batman stories ever told.
Okay.
In like one shipment. Mm-hmm. Where it was just like, okay.
That's a lot.
It was a whole lot.
That's a lot. The other ones are good. This is... It's just... It doesn't feel like Batman. Every time he sees it, he has no confidence in himself. He's making really weird decisions. His skill level isn't... It just... If you pulled Batman out of this, it'd be a much better book. If you just made this a story about Arkham, Amadeus Arkham and his asylum, I feel better about it.
But you don't know at like what point of this career he's in. Like, you don't know like what's happened to him recently.
No idea.
Maybe this is 1989.
Uh-huh.
Maybe he just lost Jason Todd and he's a wishy-washy, marshmallowy, soft Batman.
Still.
No, it's
still
too soon. Too soon.
I don't know, man.
The pain is fresh. It hurts.
You can try to justify however you want. It's just not there.
Martha.
So, the book starts with A quote from Alice in Wonderland. "But I don't want to go among mad people," Alice remarked. "Oh, you can't help that," said the cat. "We're all mad here. I'm mad, you're mad." "How do you know I'm mad?" said Alice. "You must be," said the cat, "or you wouldn't have come here." Done. Let's go home.
Nope.
So, the story is built around Amadeus Arkham starting Arkham Asylum.
Right.
And it begins with him taking care of his mentally ill mother after his father dies.
Yeah.
That's it.
And she eats bugs?
She eats bugs for a reason that I don't remember. I think it's just to make her look as crazy as possible.
No.
They're like protection.
Yeah, many years later, when I became aware of the significance of the beetle as a symbol of rebirth, I realized that she was simply trying to protect herself from something in the only way that made sense to her.
Yeah, by shoving beetles in her mouth.
Yeah, because they're a symbol of rebirth.
Turns out that she's scared of a bat. She thinks a bat's going to come out from under her bed and steal her away. So the book is very choppy. It jumps from...
Oh, it's so choppy. That's the worst thing about it, is that it's like 2 pages with a flashback and then 2 pages in the current thing.
Yeah, so it jumps from images from Amadeus's journal, which he keeps in a secret room, and what's going on with Batman currently. So we jump to Batman talking to Gordon, and Gordon's like, "Hey, the inmates at Arkham, they took over the whole thing and have hostages. They want to speak to you directly." So he gets on the phone with Joker, and they have a conversation. And Joker stabs the eyes out of a woman on the phone.
Claims to.
Yes.
Because he doesn't actually.
He doesn't. It's April Fool's. It's April 1st.
But yeah, they're arguing on the phone. Basically, the inmates have taken over, save for a few doctors who have volunteered to stay.
Yeah, there's 2 in there.
Because they want Batman to come in and not really undergo psychiatric evaluation, but undergo psychiatric evaluation. They basically are arguing that he's crazy and belongs in there with them.
Yeah, I don't think they're looking for him to get evaluated. I think it's just, you're crazy, you belong here too.
Yeah, but that was like supposed to be part of it, is that like the doctors were there to...
I didn't get that at all.
That's why she shows him the ink blotters and
yeah,
stuff.
But like, because Joker in that moment specifically goes, "Go ahead, do the thing."
Yeah, because that was part of it. Like, he was supposed to get psychiatric evaluated, but not really. Basically, he was just supposed to survive.
I guess, but none of that comes to fruition at all.
No.
There's a lot of things that say, we're going to do it,
survives.
and they don't. He does survive. Thanks to Two-Face. So, this is the first instance in which, like, we see Batman, like, he's immediately rattled by the Joker. He's not emotionally up to dealing with these people. Like, he seems to get angry and upset very quickly, just in a conversation. And he's not confident in his own mental stability. He's like, "I don't know if I can go in there, because maybe I do belong." It's like, hey, Batman, you're fucking Batman. You might be crazy, but you're confident.
Yeah, I mean, he's like confiding to Jim, though, like, who we know is a good friend. Like,
I guess, but Jim immediately comes off like a dick because Batman shows up. He's like, "Hey, what's up?" And then he goes, "What's up is this."
Well, he's razzled. He's got a whole asylum full of loose inmates and potentially dead doctors.
And that young girl just had her eyes. She's gone.
Batman's also equally as dickish, though, because he's like, "Listen, can you understand? I can understand it even if you're afraid. I mean, it's Arkham. It has a reputation." And Batman's like, "Afraid? Batman's not afraid of anyone, and he's a douche that talks in the third person." I think it's funny that they do stuff in the book and then, like, don't address it at all, and then later, like, oh, like, what's this, like, one panel of Batman, like, rubbing this white powder on his glove, and then, like, later on they bring up the fact that the doctor put salt around the entire building.
Well, when he walks up to Arkham, he mentions that there's salt. Like, he sees the salt ring.
Yeah.
Like, he mentions it when he goes through. We jump back to Arkham. He's been working at a psychiatric hospital in Metropolis, and he decides he's going to turn his old home into a place to help people. He works with a serial killer named Mad Dog while he's in Metropolis. And he's like, "Oh, I can help him. He just needs help. He doesn't... Like, the prison system is just going to fuck him up. He needs a place where we can take care of him." And I'll bite him in the ass.
Boy, does it.
Batman shows up to Arkham, and Joker's like, hey, come on in. They let all the hostages out, and Batman's like, you didn't hurt her. And he goes, nope, it's fine. And then he grabs Batman's ass, like you mentioned before. How does Joker get away with grabbing Batman's ass? In any world.
Well, Batman was walking in front of him. Like, Joker was, showing him on the way in. Like, go ahead. So,
Batman doesn't have the situational awareness to not allow Joker to get the drop on him, because if he can grab him in the ass, he can stab him in the back of the neck.
No, I would say this is pretty casual setting where they're walking into a building. I don't like...
Batman's super casual when Joker's around.
I mean, he's already in the Arkham. How far does he have to take him? He's like, I'll beat your ass right here and throw you in a cell. Like, what the I don't know.
I'm just saying, it...
Listen, maybe he liked it.
He has to, he got, the art really conveys how surprised he is that he got his ass grabbed.
Yeah, because he's, clenched up and, swinging his pelvis forward. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, yeah. Also, I think Batman would punch you square in the face if you ever grabbed him in the ass. He just kind of lets it fly.
Yeah, that's the surprising part, is he doesn't, throw a punch at him. But, the Joker didn't, assault him. He didn't, hit him with something. I feel like Batman could get over an ass grab.
I feel like he can't. Not at all. You put hands on Batman in any way, it's not just gonna be okay.
He says, loosen up, tight ass, and grabs him in the ass. He goes, take your filthy hands off me. What's the matter? Have I touched a nerve? How's the boy wonder? Started shaving yet? And he calls him a filthy degenerate. I would think the boy wonder comment would have got him punched in the face more than the ass grab would have got him punched in the face.
I don't know. I think physically touching Batman when he does not want you to is it's grounds for a punch.
But being a perv and asking if the boy has become a man yet is
I feel like Batman has thick enough skin he could take that. As a positive for me in this is I like how more or less how Joker is characterized. Yeah. Because he's more playful than he is psychotic.
Yeah, he's an antagonist. And,
he's not just a murderous. I mean, he kills people in here, but he's just not a murderous psycho. He's having a good time.
Yeah, and even when he does kill somebody, he doesn't do it willy-nilly like the Joker would. He did it to prove a point.
Well, it's just to get Batman rolling. It's hey, kapow, go, get out of here, go.
But that was the thing. It's he wasn't starting, so right. It's you need motivation. Yeah, I'll kill people.
Yeah. Batman gets inside. And we meet Ruth Adams, who's a psychotherapist, and Charlie Cavendish, who's the current administrator. And they have decided to stay to try to keep things on point. And Dr. Cavendish is dressed up like a clown. Little honky nose and everything. I like this part. We get Two-Face's treatment plan, explained, because Two-Face has a deck of cards. And he was trying to decide whether he should go to the bathroom or not. And ended up pissing himself because he has to use a tarot card deck to try to decide what to do.
Which is
72
options?
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Because they took his coin away from him and they gave him a die to give him 6 options. And that was basically the premise of the treatment, is that, you have more than just 2 options. Everything's not black and white. So you use the die, and then they try to introduce more options with the deck of cards. And then it takes him too long to make decisions.
Yeah. So they're just trying to step him up. It makes sense as far as treatment goes.
Sure.
And then Dr. Adams gives the theory on what's wrong with Joker, where it's they can't nail it down.
Well, Dr. Adams is a bit crazy, too, because when Batman asks what they've done to Two-Face, she's like, done? What do you mean? He's cured.
They're working on it. It's a work in progress.
Yeah, but, a work in progress is not cured. Cured is fixed.
Yeah. This is when Joker goes, hey, do some word association with my friend Batman here. And Batman agrees, and he lasts about 3 seconds. Because she says the words, father, mother, gun. And then he's like, stop!
It's did somebody tell you what words to say? Because I feel like these aren't just random words.
Yeah. If you keep going, because they do a little ink blot thingy that doesn't do anything. Joker has beautifully manicured green nails, by the way.
Yes.
They are very fashionable currently. Bright lime green with the point.
The ones that come to the point with the dragon fingertips.
Mm-hmm. We jump back to Arkham. And his daughter's having nightmares. he gets a call that Mad Dog escaped from Metropolis. He's like, that's not my problem. That's your problem. What are you talking about? I don't care. I got my own stuff going on here. And at this point, I went, oh, this guy's definitely going to kill his daughter. Yeah. And then he said, because he's pining about how much he loves his family and his daughter and all this stuff. And he says, the quote, I almost wish she need never grow up. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, she's definitely going to die.
But don't worry about it. She's not going to.
She ain't going to make it. So Joker has the bright idea that we're going to play hide and seek. Batman has an hour to hide, and then the whole asylum's going to come after him. And then this doesn't go anywhere. Which is weird, because there's a whole thing, like you said, Batman's not moving. Joker tells a bad joke. Like a poor taste joke. Not even when they even make you chuckle, like guiltily. It's just bad. I don't even remember what it is. I just remember going, come on, you're better than that. And then he shoots a guard, and the Batman gets moving. But the rest of the book is just Batman traveling through Arkham, like coming across random patients and having little interactions, and no one's actually like hunting him down. Even though a little later, people are whining to Joker, being like, "Come on, can we get him?" And Joker very recently goes, "We promised him an hour. It's only been 10 minutes. Like, give him some time."
Well, I like the first thing that Batman fights is Batman.
Yeah, we're gonna get there. I just want to cover this because it's just it bothers me that the hide and seek thing didn't go anywhere, even though people are like, we gotta get him, and Joker goes, okay, let's go.
I'm just saying, with no provocation at all, Batman starts torturing himself.
So because he did some word association for about 5 seconds.
That was like pages ago. That was,
I know, but like he still clearly mentally fucked up.
We did word association, then a flashback to Arkham, then we killed a guard and threatened to kill the doctor if Batman didn't start participating, and then when Batman finally goes, okay, I'll go run off into the asylum, he starts having mental flashbacks.
He has abandonment issues. And his mom, maybe not the greatest.
They've explored in other stories that his mom might have sucked.
Mm-hmm. So he's having a memory of being outside the movie theater, but it's Bambi's playing. And apparently something happened inside. And his mom's yelling at him, going, what did she say? If you don't stop, I'm going to leave you here. Is that what it was?
Yeah. So she's being embarrassed by his actions.
Yeah, so she's yelling at him.
I know Bambi's on the marquee there, but Zorro's on the marquee here, and that's what they went to see.
These are two separate times.
Yeah, but
so he's conflating the two memories, right? So he's having a negative memory of basically being told, if you don't stop it, we're going to leave you here. We're going to leave you here. And then it connects to the memory of his parents being killed at the same theater because they left him there. Right? And while this is happening, he breaks some glass, gets a shard of it, and shoves it through his hand.
Well, how else are you going to snap out of it?
I gotta feel something!
These are pretty panels, though. Like the glass going through, the shard of glass going through the hand, and the blood drops slowly hitting the ground and splashing.
Sure.
And then him saying, Mommy.
I don't understand, like, Batman likes to self-harm? He's a cutter? Like, what's the... He put a piece of glass through his hand.
Batman definitely likes to self-harm.
I mean...
I think every night he goes out there, he's self-harming.
That's more reasonable than him actually going, like, glass stab. I gotta feel something. I'm so dumb.
Come on, if you had to bet money, Bruce Wayne was a cutter.
Maybe. I don't... It just doesn't make sense. This is where people start whining.
Yeah, this is where they start whining about the time.
Yeah. We jump back to Arkham, and he finds his wife and daughter dismembered, and his daughter's head shoved into a dollhouse.
My God, you deal with it so matter-of-factly.
How else do you want me to do it?
You don't, he comes into the room and finds his daughter's body with no head.
Yeah, I said dismembered.
Yeah, I know, but like... The build up to he looks into the dollhouse and the dollhouse is staring back at him.
I mean, that's it.
Because the head's in the dollhouse.
That's an interesting panel, progression. And this cracks him. Like he's out. He's gone.
Well, how could it not?
And then we're back to Batman.
No. He wears his mother's wedding dress.
That's right. He puts his that wedding dress.
Oh boy.
That's the you know how they have like speaking sticks or whatever, where like, you know, I'm holding the talking stick, it's my turn. His mother's wedding dress is the crazy apron. Put it on, you're crazy now. And then we get our first interaction with a person who is nothing like the actual character in any way.
No, this is like a sick version.
Like, it's a frail old man looking thing. It's Clayface, by the way.
Yeah.
He comes across Clayface first, and you wouldn't know other than his word bubbles. I had to figure out it was Clayface because of the word bubbles, because they're like yellow, brown, and look like little like splooches. Hey, does Clayface have bones? Typically?
No.
Yeah.
No. I would say that, like, you would think he has to have bones in there somewhere, but no, because he can, like, slip under, like, through door cracks and stuff.
He's just
like,
a pile of goo.
Yeah.
He's a pile of mud.
Yeah.
This sickly-looking individual just looks like a terminally ill person with jaundice.
But suspension of disbelief. Maybe he's so old he can't transform anymore, and parts of him are solidified again.
I hate it.
Look at it like an Elseworlds, because it is.
This definitely is. Clayface shows up and Batman goes, "Oh, gross!" And then he breaks his femur. He breaks Clayface's femur, and Clayface just goes, "Ah!" And Batman moves on. Didn't enjoy that at all.
And then Dr. Destiny.
This is hilarious.
He's calling for Clayface, I guess, because he hears him scream.
Batman shows up and just throws him down some stairs.
He's in a wheelchair, and when Clayface doesn't answer, he's like, "Fine, I can easily find someone else to push me." And I guess Clayface, even in his feeble condition, was pushing Dr. Destiny around. Yeah, and then Batman tosses him down a flight of stairs.
Straight down the
wheelchair.
stairs.
And, like, at the end, like, the body's on the floor. It's in panel of a window frame, which makes a giant X over him, like, oh, he's fucking dead. And then it looks like there's like spirit or ghosts like floating away from his hand or some shit.
Maybe, yeah, I don't know. Like, a lot of it's interpretive art.
Which is like Batman, like,
Batman's, I hate cripples.
Yeah, just killed the fuck out of Dr. Destiny.
I hope no one I ever knows is the wheelchair. I'll hate him.
Like, this Batman does not have a problem with killing people, apparently.
No, he does not, because it happens later. He doesn't kill anyone directly.
This is my favorite part of the book.
The nothing that happens?
The nothing. The nothing is my favorite part. Just, the panels are so good. The art is so good. And it's probably like the creepiest Scarecrow has ever been. But, like, Batman, like, peers down a hallway and sees the Scarecrow and is basically like, yeah, I'm not fucking doing that. And goes in another direction. Like, Scarecrow just shambles down a hallway.
What was that movie?
If you had done this page before the Hand in the Glass movie theater shit, you'd be like, oh, Batman's been fear toxined. This makes perfect sense.
But he clearly wasn't.
No!
Because, like you said, it was just literally like, oh, not today. Nope, not today.
Yeah. His exact line is, my God. And then he turns around and leaves.
This is not the my God. Like, and like, Scarecrow's like shuffling down a hallway, dragging his pitchfork.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
sparking behind
like
him.
he's a fucking, like, video game villain.
Yeah. Yeah. And Batman went, I know the shortcut through the other board. I'm not going to.
Fuck that. And he ends up with Mad Hatter. And Mad Hatter's just getting high in a glass cell.
It's nice that they give him drugs or weed or whatever.
Well, so in the beginning, they made demands. And Gordon's like, and they asked for like mannequins and this blah blah blah.
Yeah,
like he kind of like listed off a bunch of stuff. So it's like anything that's in here is because they had to.
And I expected to, like, you know, when I first read that, it was like, oh, this is going to be like weird ass rooms and mannequins and villain costumes just to trigger him or whatever. And,
sure.
You know.
Yep. Nope.
Room full of dead parents, like. Mannequins of the wings.
Pearls everywhere.
Yeah. They asked for 56 pearl necklaces. Can you ask me what that is?
No! But like I said, it's just these little tiny separate interactions that have nothing to do with each other. Mad Hatter just comes off super creepy.
Yep.
He's just saying some shit about like little girls or whatever, and it's just like, you...
little blonde girls, little shameless bitches. Okay, you can stay right where you are.
Yeah. So we go through the Mad Hatter thing, and then we jump back to Arkham, And one of his first patients is Mad Dog, the guy who killed his wife and daughter. He treats him for 6 months. And listen to this guy talk about all the horrific shit that he did to his daughter and his wife, because it wasn't just dismembering them.
Nope.
And then there was a horrible accident. Oh no, I killed him on accident while I was giving him electroshock therapy. Whoopsie. And then everyone goes, oh no, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that tracks.
Arkham has a quote that says, "The house is an organism hungry for madness. It is a maze that dreams." Mm-hmm. That seems significant at the time.
So Amadeus is Jeremiah's dad?
I don't know.
Because isn't Jeremiah Arkham the last Arkham?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know the relations.
Jeremiah Arkham was the last Arkham who ran Arkham Asylum, who became Black Mask after the mask was taken from Sionis, and he put the mask on, and Sionis talked to him through the mask, like he thought he was being haunted.
I would say yes, because Arkham is he starts like in the 1920s,
right?
So that would, like, timeline wise, that could be, because Arkham's an older guy. Depending on where you line it up in the timeline, maybe a grandson or a son.
Yeah, Amadeus is a son. Jeremiah would be the grandson. And then Jeremiah has a daughter, because she was the Arkham Knight. The Arkham Knight wound up being a female.
Right.
So she's the last Arkham, even though she didn't run Arkham.
This is probably my favorite part.
Yeah, you were saying you like the Maxie Zeus part.
I think it's an interesting take on Maxie Zeus, because Maxie Zeus, you would mention, is just, he's always a goof.
Yeah, he's goofy. He's an Olympian. He's Zeus. He's he's throwing lightning bolts at people and shit.
In this, he is like, he's delusional. He thinks he's like Jesus, or like a high savior. Like, he thinks he's a god, and he's just monologuing to nobody.
Gaze upon the Lord thy God.
Like, just he literally pulls out a bucket of his own shit and goes, "This is going to save Africa." And this is another one where Batman just goes, like, he sits there, he listens to him a little bit, and then he leaves.
It's because Batman's atheist. He doesn't believe in God.
He's just, this is fucking crazy, I'm out of here. But I think he's the most interesting character outside of... if Maxie Zeus was just like this weird blue Jesus with wires running off him all the time, I'd be into Maxie Zeus.
Well, Maxie Zeus is not someone you see
ever
in the Arkham lineup.
No.
And he would have to be there because clearly he's mentally ill. He thinks he's a Greek god.
Right. Well, so he
wouldn't go to Blackgate. He wouldn't be in a normal prison.
Right. Well, so in this, like, he's an emaciated blue dude, but he has a bunch of wires running off his head, which, like...
Yeah, they're like giving him
implicate that he's in electroshock. Yeah,
kind of shit going.
Well, it would implicate like maybe he's like the electroshock is like amping him up somehow. I don't know. But yeah, Batman's just like
Back to Arkham.
This was a little frustrating to read. Arkham's not doing so great.
Understandably so.
Some friends take him to the opera. Then he goes home and he takes some mushrooms. And then we get a big, long monologue from Arkham while Batman gets beat up by Killer Croc.
Yeah. I mean, it's frustrating to read because all the words that you're reading don't match the panels.
But, like, visually, you get, like... So once you get a little further into the fight, Batman, he pulls a spear off an angel, and he fights the lizard man as if it's, him fighting the devil. Right?
Yeah, like it's St. George and the Dragon.
Right.
Which they do again later.
Like,
there is a Batman one-shot where Killer Croc and Scarecrow are talking inside Arkham, and Scarecrow tells Croc the story of St. George and the Dragon. And he's like, you're like the dragon. Like, Batman's like, the Knight, right? We call him the Dark Knight, And Croc escapes, and basically, I think, does he kidnap somebody? I'm not even sure if he kidnaps somebody. I think he just goes and leaves Batman like a message like, yeah, fuck you, I'm going to Spain, follow me.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's that, and it's also Archangel, versus the devil.
Right.
The devil's, depicted as a dragon. So, it's that. But they both get stabbed.
With the same spear?
Yeah. Yeah.
They're sharing.
Sharing is caring.
One on each side.
Yeah. We, when do we get back to Arkham? There's a whole lot of fight.
I think it's funny, man, because they're like, you got to run through and see if you can make it. What is it? An hour? How long they?
I don't know. Because the rules go out the window immediately. He has an hour to hide, and then they're going to go after him. And I think it's like you're supposed to last till morning or something along those lines.
But during the fight, he gets tossed out a window. That's where he sees the statue with the spear, and he decides to go back in. It's like, once I was out, I'd be like, I'm out. Like, I survived. I'm out.
Batman on a roof. Where could he possibly go? How would he get down?
Doesn't he have one of them grappling hooks? I'll zip line all the way back over the garden and be like, yo, it is fucked in there. Just send in like 20 SWAT guys with guns.
just
rubber bullet the shit out of everybody.
Set it on fire.
Yeah. You got ICE agents? Because I think they're all...
none of their papers check out. Yeah.
Not all of them.
We go back to Amadeus, and earlier he talked about how his mother committed suicide. We find out that wasn't true. Arkham killed his mother, slit her throat with a shaving razor. This is where we learned that she was terrified that Bat would take her. And then we cut over to Dr. Cavendish,
who has a straight razor to the other doctor's throat.
Dr. Adams, Ruth Adams, right? That's what it was?
Yeah, Ruth.
He's the one who let everyone out because he's been reading Arkham's journal. And he's wearing the crazy shawl. He's wearing Arkham's mother's wedding dress. Because if you wear that means you're crazy.
And Batman starts to put it together that Cavendish let them out.
Well, he says as much.
Yeah.
He tells him. Was it Arkham? So, Arkham eventually completely loses it, and he's admitted to his own asylum. And, what's it? He reveled in his madness, free from sanity, he was happy. Was not a direct quote, but... close enough. This is another really unbelievable part. Cavendish lunges at Batman and starts choking him out, and Batman can't get out of the choke and is yelling for help.
Strong grip for a doctor.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, help me! Oh God, help!" Have you ever heard Batman beg for help? Ever? Let's get me past that.
Yeah. There had to have been times. What about when he was in the Court of Owl's maze for 8 days with nothing to eat, and the only water he had to drink had hallucinogens in it, and he kept replaying how his grandfather died crazy and in the streets, in the sewers, fell down a manhole.
He didn't beg for help. He went, "Oh, I'm Batman," and he won.
No, he didn't beg for help. He debated giving up and letting the Talon kill him.
But he's actively asking for help. And then Dr. Adams grabs the razor and cuts Cavendish's throat.
The real hero.
And you know what Batman says? He got what he deserved. Excuse me, Batman? Batman, you're not supposed to murder people. That's a big thing, if you don't recall.
Where does that man ask for help? What page?
Oh boy, what page are you on?
I don't know, they're not numbered.
Let's see. Hold on, we're right at the end here.
Cavendish, you're sick, you need help. Cavendish, no. Jesus. Oh, one panel he says, help me.
Yeah, right.
One tiny little panel. Because he calls him, he says, Mommy's boy.
He says Cavendish, no! Jesus! Ugh!
No, it's before that.
Help me!
Another page, yeah.
For God's sake, do something! That's him being overwhelmed and needing help.
He didn't beg. He said, help me once. Do something.
Cavendish, no! Jesus! Ugh! Help me! For God's sake, do something! You let me know if that's begging for your life.
It's not. He's asking Cavendish. He's like, do something. This doesn't even hurt.
After this, he asked Dr. Adams for Two-Face's coins, and he goes back in, and she's like, "That's crazy." He goes, "I know." Let's see. You're going back in? You're going to undo all my work. What are you? Stronger than them. Stronger than this place. I have to show them. That's insane. Exactly. Arkham was right. Sometimes it's only madness that makes us what we are.
Or destiny, perhaps.
I hate this.
Finish it.
No.
Finish it.
So he walks back inside and he goes, "Hey, Joker, guess what? Here's Two-Face's coin. Harvey, you decide what happens to me." And they're like, "All right, scar side up, you die. Non-scarred, you get to leave." And then they flip the coin and gets to go. Oh, Batman
kills the guy with an axe.
No. He just chops up some tubes. It doesn't look like electrical conduit. It might be water pipes.
It's that guy.
I don't think it's that guy. I think it's him just going, the bat, because he gets here, right? I don't know. Batman just like whacks some tubes. He's like, "There, you're free." I don't understand what that means.
You're all free.
Yeah.
Run. There's no walks.
I beat up some pipes or something. But they do the coin thing, and Batman gets to leave, and Joker abides by the decision.
The Joker abides.
I'm just a Joker, man. Joker loves bowling.
Mm-hmm. The Joker would love bowling.
It was mercifully short.
Mercifully short.
The trade looks huge. Just because half of it is the actual story, more than half, and then the rest of it is is Morrison's original script, and then he had a bunch of like panel layouts that he gave to McKean. So, cool if you like seeing behind the scenes stuff. I would not ever read this again.
That's another page of cool panels. Harvey flipping the coin up and the lightning striking behind it.
Mm-hmm. Dramatic.
All cool. Good artwork.
In places, because McKean uses like a lot of mixed media.
Yeah. And
it's very dark, so it's hard to read sometimes.
Yeah. I had to read it under bright light. So because if the text was done more straight up, it would be okay. But it was very hard to read Joker.
Yeah, Joker is just like straight like red lettering on the page. Yeah, there's no word bubbles. So there's it's harder to read. So like there is some of the art I like. McKean's an excellent artist. Like he paints. It's not inks and drawing. It's painting and mixed media.
Yeah, every one of these panels is a painting.
So I appreciate that. I'm not a, like I said, for covers it's cool, but like as an entire story I can't. It's too much.
I think it's great.
That's fine. That's fine. I do not.
But then again, nostalgic.
Sure. You have a positive memory of it.
Yes.
I do not.
Well, when I was reading it, I felt like I was getting away with something.
Sure. You get to feel, adult reading something that you necessarily shouldn't have had your hands on yet. So you get a positive feeling from that, and you get to...
And I can talk to the older guys at the shop about it.
Right. Overall, I don't... Like, other than flipping through like you're doing right now, just kind of like taking a look at it, I wouldn't read it again.
I've read it. This might be the fourth time.
Okay. Yeah, it's first for me. I don't like that.
No?
Doesn't how bats look.
I love that. That's awesome. I still have, I have the hardcover, like the first printing hardcover in my collection.
Okay.
Yeah, there was nothing like it back then.
And I see that, like, the novelty of it is a big deal.
You had to read Vertigo to get something like this.
Sure, that makes sense. Like,
Sandman
as far as its popularity goes, I understand it. I just don't think it holds up.
That and, this is 89, so you've got the movie coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Todd's been dead for, a year.
Mm-hmm.
This is the darkest Batman's ever been. Before that, we had...
Well, there's a couple afterwards by different, so you have something by McKean, you have something by Morrison, and something by another lady. I forget who it was. I'm sorry. And one of them was talking about how, I think it was the lady. She was talking about how, nothing like this existed, like you said. Comics are in shift. You have Watchmen, and I think they talked about Dark Knight Returns, and how that kind of, really shifted what the expectations for comics were.
Yeah, so when your Batmans are stereotypically like blue and gray, running around with a young adult Robin at that time period, because you had like Jason Todd at that point was like close to teen wonder. Like you're talking about like a Batman that goes out in the daytime.
Sure.
Goes to the,
again, I understand how the novelty of this and being so different like puts it a notch above, but I guess just being jaded with time and not growing up with that, it's not like it doesn't have the oomph for me.
I don't know if I were recommending Batman graphic novels to new readers, it would not be on the list of like do your homework. Like the do your homework stuff is Year One and Killing Joke and stuff that like really cements the pantheon of the Falcones and all that shit to get the whole crime hierarchy that's in Gotham, so you can follow stories better. But for flavor and aesthetic, I would absolutely.
There's not much flavor there for me.
There's a lot of flavor in that art.
Again, I can appreciate what it is. I don't like it. You drew a little bat. Yeah, it's because the interpretations of what's in there are so far from what you normally see. Like Joker is acceptable as a Joker. I like that interpretation of Joker. Like I said, I think it's fun that he's having a good time and he's willing to abide by the rules that he is setting. Cool. Everyone else is just like, what's happening?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Well, that's the thing, is everyone is such a twisted, grotesque version of themselves that it makes the Joker more palatable. Where it's just like, don't hang out with the clown. Like, he seems to be just along for the ride.
And he shot a guy.
yeah. And it seemed like the least scary thing that happened in the book. Or the least uncomfortable thing in the book.
Batman didn't go, oh shit, I'm not even going to deal with that. I got to go.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think we're going to be split on this one.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Thanks for listening. These ones where we don't necessarily match up on stuff I think are more interesting just because we have to go back and forth.
Sure.
If you'd like to email us, you can do that at thecomiccryptcast@gmail.com. You can send us recommendations for stuff to read, things to talk about, whatever you like. You could just say hey, whatever you want. And you can follow the store on Instagram and Facebook. Links for those are going to be in the show notes. You can see all the new things we get in on a regular basis. I'm going to say... Well, you go first. I think I got to phrase this.
I'm going to say if you like different interpretations of Batman and unique art styles, go read this book.
I'm not going to say not to read this book. Because I think there's value in it.
It has something, you just don't know what.
Yeah, it's not bad. It wasn't like I hated it. It's just there's majority of things I didn't like about it.
I think ultimately the story suffers from lack of structure. Like, it's not coherent enough. They leave a lot up to interpretation.
What?
And they could have just tidied it up and made it more coherent and made it easier to follow.
Like I said before, I think if they pulled Batman out completely and just made an Amadeus Arkham story, it'd be better.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say go read this book, but know what you're getting into.
Yeah. It's very heady. Headley.
We loading up the hearse, throw it in reverse. I come from the church of the Marvel Universe. Bodies getting stuffed in the bags like comics. The hardcore get it while the soft bitches vomit. I came to this earth on a radiated comet. Now the planet is in perilous danger because I'm on it. Fly super villain with the superpowers in me. Got the red issues and all my shit is minty. Body like Ben Grimm, suckers I be beating down. Look around and we be found chilling out in Eatontown. I be at the comic crypt stacking up the kryptonite. Doomsday and Superman every time I grab grip the mic. Dark Phoenix overloading, supernova, sunspot exploding. I'm the Punisher reloading. Bobby Drake when he's frozen. Storm forming, ominous clouds over the ocean. Working with Professor X to master my emotion. Have you posing in the box, whether you know it or not. I'll easily bag your bitch like Logan did to Scott. Mr. Sinister plots when I administer shots to clone Gene from a jeans. Then this shit'll get hot like Inferno. Burn slow, humans are ash. God loves, man kills in the days of future past. Now I'm working on a science lesson. Me and Brian Stratton, a rat in a cage who can't stop buying X-Men.
Like a flower that blooms in the spring. You were beautiful.